Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at the second serve this week at DTL. Today we're going to look at 3 things to avoid on your second serve to help it be reliable, possibly even something where you're getting some free points. The first mistake that I see made is that we're hitting the ball flat. All right, do not hit your second serve flat. The only people that I've ever seen do this with some regularity would be like Ivo Karlovic and John Isner, who are like 4 to 5 inches taller than me. So they're looking down into the court with so much ease that the flat serve doesn't stress them out, and they still get a ton of margin for error. Even myself, pretty tall, I don't hit a flat second serve. All right, we want margin. We have to avoid double faults. We want that feeling that we can keep some racket speed up. Getting some spin in any of the fashions we've talked about this week is going to allow you to stay aggressive and still see the ball find the service box a lot. So avoid hitting a flat second serve. The next thing I want you to really avoid is a lack of racket speed. We've seen this so often where, all right, I'm getting some spin. I feel pretty good about my second serve, and all of a sudden we get into match play. And a little bit of match nervousness, point nervousness, and the spin combined with possibly even decelerating the racket, and the second serve is finding the net all too often. That's usually what happens when we don't swing fast enough. We're getting friction from the spin. We're not getting the balance that we need with speed through the ball, and friction with spin and a decelerated move on the ball, and this thing's just going to fall off your racket and go into the net all too often. So we must work on keeping racket speed up. Now that doesn't mean you got to hit 100% of your speed, but if we've got a register where 1's our slowest and 10's our fastest racket speed, I always tell my players at least be at a 7. You want to be swinging at least 70% of your full speed, if not a little higher, and trust the spin's going to help the ball get in the court for you. Okay, now that brings us to our third mistake we have to avoid with the second serve, which is just either not being aware of our opponent's strength or being aware of it and still going into it. All right, this ball naturally is going to be a little bit of an easier shot for the returner to handle. And if it's that, as well as going to the side that they're more comfortable on, most likely a forehand, we're not putting ourselves in a position to at least be 50-50 in the rally. And I think that's a great way to think about your second serve, is that it should service you, whereas it comes off your racket and the returner's getting ready to strike, we should at least feel like we have a 50% chance to win those points. Hopefully that gets higher. But usually I see players that either don't know what the opponent's strengths and weaknesses are, or they do and they can't help it. They're serving second serves into the opponent's strength, and they're less than 50% in the rally. That is not a good recipe to trust your second serve. Okay, so we got to really make sure, we're getting some spin on the ball. We're making sure to stay away from that opponent's strength. And at the same time, keep that racket speed up. Keep that confidence up where you can really swing out on that serve, okay? That's all I got for you today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video. And if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. As well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.